How's it going, everybody? Timcast here with the first of many news updates for you guys. I want to bring you the top stories from this weekend, the first of which is the Gawker and Reddit feud. So Gawker and Reddit have been at it before, but more specifically Adrian Chen, the staff writer from Gawker. Now, Chen was writing a story on one of the biggest, most prominent trolls on Reddit, who goes by the username Violent Acres. Violent Acres has been involved in many subreddits, such as beating women, jailbait, creep shots, incest. You get the picture. Now, Reddit has a strict policy on not releasing anyone's information, and many subreddits, in response to this article, which was presumably coming out soon, they started boycotting links to the Gawker network. Several other subreddits then said they're not necessarily banning the links, but linking to the story is akin to violating the policies of Reddit. So many people online cherishing Adrian Chen as a champion against the misogyny of Reddit, and many people online also calling him more derogatory terms for revealing the personal information. This brings me to Winsboro, Texas, where activists are forming a blockade to stop the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline. This is known as the tar sands blockade, and activists have put up scaffolds in trees to block the machines who are tearing trees down and laying the pipes. Two journalists, Lorenzo Cerna and Elizabeth Arce, friends of mine, were arrested after descending the scaffold to report on the story. So there's a lot going on down there. Daryl Hannah, the famous actress, as well as an old woman, were arrested for protecting their own property from the construction of this pipeline. Of course, TransCanada, the company building it, is using eminent domain laws to seize property in the construction of this. So if you want to find out more information on that, you can go to tarsandsblockade.org and follow up. So this next story is not surprising, but it is disturbing, and it's not the first we hear of this kind of stuff. We've got a disabled veteran named Michael Collier. He is declared 100% disabled. He's got spinal injuries, he's got head injuries received while he was in the Army. And right now, both he and his wife are filing suit against the debt collection agency Gerstle Chargo. Let me read one of these quotes. So this is what the debt collection agency said to this disabled veteran. They said, quote, "If you would have served our country better, you would not be a disabled veteran living off Social Security while the rest of us honest Americans work our asses off." And then said, "Too bad, you should have died." We've got another one. "F you. Pay us your money. You can't afford an attorney. You owe us. I hope your wife divorces you." So, not surprised, debt collection agencies are horrible with this. They harass people all the time. But this couple is now seeking actual compensation for actual damages. They're citing violations of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, such as privacy invasion and malicious infliction of emotional distress and conversation. So my last story for tonight is about Wikileaks, the famous file-leaking website that just can't stay out of the news. Recently, Wikileaks began publishing over 200,000 emails pertaining to the US presidential election from a private intelligence company called Stratfor. But last week, Wikileaks put up a paywall, blocking users from accessing this content unless they make a donation or share a link to the donation page. Needless to say, this has several members of Anonymous very upset. Some high-profile Twitter accounts, such as YourAnon News and Anonymous IRC, have been discussing this in great length. In a statement released by a high-profile Twitter account, they expressed their feeling of betrayal and disappointment in the current state of Wikileaks, from releasing a fake New York Times op-ed to putting up a paywall, as well as the constant focus on Julian Assange as opposed to the files themselves. Several members of Anonymous are expressing that the friendship between Wikileaks and Anonymous is coming to an end. This, of course, surprising because in December of 2010, Anonymous took arms to protect Wikileaks after Visa, MasterCard, Amazon, and PayPal issued a blockade which severely hurt the organization. Now it seems that they're going to be parting ways, but this brings me to my question for tonight for everybody. Did Wikileaks go too far in putting up a paywall? So this is something that I deal with when I go report news. I get donations for what I do. I don't charge, and it's always free, but oftentimes, and I would say most of the time, donations don't cover everything. So I can definitely feel for Wikileaks in this matter, but I would never put up a paywall. If supporters of Wikileaks want the organization to continue to function, then the organization needs donations. Is putting up a paywall too far? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, follow me on Twitter @Timcast. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and you can check out some more of my videos. people to express themselves in a way we'll never experience out in the public. People will never